So in this video we can do study about the Nvidia control panel fragment, and they can be accessible your all type of file, but we cannot handle what more file and the counting file. Accounting mode, a flag that indicate whenever accounting mode is enabled for the GPU value is either. So they can ask me if your GPU value is either then good, you cannot be used or affordable. Accounting mode is enabled for the GPU value either when accounting is enabled. Statics and calculated for each compute process running on the GPU. If the GPU is running on your the variable time, so we can done the task on you then ask me. Status can be queued during the lifetime or after termination of process. So your status are required the lifetime process of the termination. If you can terminate anytime, so the acceptation are be closed. The execution time of process is reported as 0. So your process are be reported as 0. You can be use your manually, and they can be taken your time. While the process is in running state and updated to actual execution time after the process has terminated C. So if you can take much more time, so the termination process are be queued and you cannot be used to handle your process. Help query accounted apps for more info. So the application of your handler are be informative for your apps. Counting mode buffer size return the size of the circular buffer that hold list. If your circular folder buffer load the list, so you cannot need to subtable all the execution of your lifetime executor. So that the queued office you cannot be processly and they can be use your manual like that. This is the minimum number of the process that accounting. So this is the minimum number the accounting or process are we worked on your accounting. Information will be stored for before information is about oldest process will get otherwise by information about new spread. So information are be is used for your process, so they cannot need to reach another process. They can be handled on your single time process, and they can be very informative for the news process. Driver model on number the TCC and WDM device model. So the device driver are very useful because they can handle and store your calculative data, and they can be handle much more your queued data here. So the driver model can be changed every time, and you can to handle it every time. But the either calculation are used it before, and they can be used your supported version. The driver model can be changed with the .dm or .fdm flags. So if you have any type of flags, so use this stuff query, and they can be use your accessible, and they can be taken your FDM file. The TCC device model is optimized for computer applications. So they cannot be accessible application. They can be terminated your device information, and they can be use your manual like that. Kernel launch time will be quicker with TCC, and WDM driver model is designed for the graphical information is not recommended for computer. So they can be not recommended because of they cannot be executed once and they can be given you a large amount of fundamental data. Linux does not support multiple driver model and will always have the value of NA. So the Linux have cannot be accessible or reachable on your device and you cannot be need to use the Linux folder here and they can be give you establishment here. So we can today study about this topic. So if you have any type of rather area or rather issue, so you can ask me anytime. So meet in next video. Take care yourself this time.